What's up, guys? Nate with Matt Rat Jiu Jitsu Club. I am here with John, and we are going to go over some things that we want to work on when we are in or we're mounted on somebody. Okay, a lot of beginner students, we're fighting with the life of us to get to a dominant position, and once we get to mount, it's super awesome. Hey, I got to mount, but then if you're anything like me, I didn't know what to do once I got there. I have no idea. All right, so the first thing I want to do is get you on the back here. Let's move forward just a little bit. Good. Okay, head this way. Yeah. Okay. So once I get to mount here, let's move just a little bit. Okay. Once I get to mount here, there's a few things that I want to think about. Number one, I need to think about where my hips are at. A lot of times I get to this position right here, and if I am not controlling, if my knees are far out here like this, I'm getting a lot of space for him to start pushing away and getting out of my mount, right? So the first thing I need to do is I need to bring my knees inside. I need to pinch my knees, okay? I don't need to squeeze the life out of my opponent. I just need to feel what it is that he's doing, okay? So number one, I need to pinch my knees. Number two, I want to try to get to as high of a mount as I can, okay? And the first place I like to do is I want to bring my feet, I want to get my feet right underneath his butt. I don't want my feet to be super far out here, loose back here, okay? He can start trying to trap my feet and do all kinds of stuff. I need to be up here a little bit, okay? Once I'm here, it's really hard for him to really get an angle to start trapping my feet, okay? So, if I'm too far down here, the first thing I need to do is I'm just gonna bring the elbows up. I'm gonna scoop myself forward, okay? I'm gonna sit back. I always want my hips to be low. If I can't get into that position and my hips are high, it's really a lot easier for him to start bucking and getting to his side, and moving me off of him, okay? So, first thing I wanna do, I wanna get to as high of a mount as I can, right? I wanna bring my knees up. I wanna slide my feet kind of right under his butt, okay? So, let's scoot this way just a little bit on your back still. The second thing I like to do, right? We see a lot of people here, they like to put their hands on the mat and they like to snake their feet through, right? Like this. Which is good control position, but it's really difficult to start trying to attack from this position. So what I want to do is once my opponent settles down, I get back to this position here, right? And I can start playing with arms. If my opponent or my partner has his arms where he should in front of him, now I can start playing to separate his arms. But honestly, what I like to do first is I like to wrap the head. I need to keep my hips low, okay? So I'm not bringing my hips up, keeping my hips low. I bring my hands to the mat and I collect his head here, okay? So let's move to this side a little bit. Once I collect his head here, okay, I'm gonna put my chest pressure into him, all right? Now, I wanna try to start playing under these elbows a lot, but the only way to try to get him to start moving his hands away is I like to try to threaten the Ezekiel first. So now that my hand's free, I'm gonna take my opposite hand, okay? And any time that I commit my arm to the mat, my head shouldn't be right over the top of his, okay? If I do this, then I'm in danger of getting oomped and rolled, yeah. So, let's go back a little bit. So once I'm here, my head and my weight need to be off to the opposite side, okay? So I collect his head. This is a good opportunity for me to put shoulder pressure into him, making it really uncomfortable. And if you notice, my hips are still low and they're back, okay? Now I'm gonna take this hand, I'm gonna put two fingers inside my gi, like this, okay? And then I create a fist. I bring the two inside the gi, then I bring my elbow inside, and I bring my arm, my fist, make a fist, and I put it into his throat. Now I don't want to be right here. You can. I prefer to be on one side or the other, depending on the size of my opponent's neck. If I got a really big opponent, I'm just going to put it right here, and now I push my fist into him as I pull my body away, and I get the tap right there. Can bring it all the way to the other side too. That makes it really tight. But if I'm all the way here, and even if my opponent goes to roll me, I still keep roll me. I'm still gonna finish here, right? That's the Ezekiel choke from mount. Okay, that's the first place I wanna go. I get here, I settle down, I collect the head. Once I collect the head, I put my shoulder pressure in. Make sure my head is offline. Now I take 2 fingers inside my gi. Let's go back a little bit. Bring 2 fingers inside my gi, and I bring my arm across. And once I'm here, I pull my back away, and I get the choke. If he rolls me, it's okay. I continue, just pull my arms away, straighten my arms out, boom. And I finish with the Ezekiel from mount, or from my back, okay? That's good. All right, so there's 1 Ezekiel from mount, okay? I hope that helps. I hope you find some success in your next training session, and see you next time.